Hi, I'm here with Greg Hyland. So, Greg,
Yes.
what's with all the Legos?
What's with all the Legos? I like Lego, and I've always been a fan of it. And I started doing comics about Star Wars Lego, and after I did that for a little while, the actual Lego company called me up and asked me to do work for them, and that's what I've suddenly become known as, the guy that draws Lego.
You're also best known as the creator of the character Lethargic Lad. Can you tell our audience a little bit about him?
Lethargic Lad is world's greatest superhero. Although he can't do anything, he has no superpowers, he can't really even talk, yet still everybody loves him, and he's admired.
What inspired you to create him?
I came up with how he looked first. I just liked the look of the character. Lethargic was a word that was in my vocabulary at the time a lot, and he just became the name attached to this little doodle guy that I was drawing. And then I sort of thought, what's he going to do? How do I make a story with this character? And it's really hard making up a story with a character who can't do anything. So the stories are really about all the other characters that hang around with them.
You've also had an interesting career in animation, haven't you?
Sort of. Actually, I didn't really work in animation that long. I worked for about a year on the TV show Beetlejuice. And that was about it, actually. Then I thought I want to really focus on doing comic books.
I've also seen some of your Star Wars related work online. Can you tell us about it?
About my work online? It's a good way to reach a lot of people, and it allows you to work in color, which is sort of fun. In independent comics, you probably know a lot of them are in black and white because color is really expensive to do. So you can do neat things in color. I can draw something at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I can put it online at 3:05 in the afternoon. So there's this real immediacy that you can do a lot of neat things. And I think a lot of people, especially who are starting out, should do things like web pages and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
As someone who writes humor, what do you professionally find funny?
I think you're sort of funny. So I find you funny. But in a good way.
Oh,
yes. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm pretty, I don't know, obscure. I think a lot of things that a lot of people find funny, like, I don't know, Adam Sandler, I don't find funny at all. But thank you for agreeing. But I don't know. I appreciate really good humor comics when I see them, but I'm afraid I don't see a lot of them much anymore. So mostly, there's a handful of good TV shows and things like that I find funny, but not a lot. What do you find funny?
Not much.
Yeah, my comic. I hope that's
comic,
right.
Yes.
That's a good answer. A good answer.
Do you have any advice for someone who wants to make a living in the comic industry?
It's really hard. Normally I could be really, I don't know, bad and say things like, don't try. It's a real difficult industry. It's good and it's fun. It's very difficult to make a living. You really have to love what you're doing. And I think a lot of the people around here, hopefully, they're here because they really like what they're doing. You can't get into this for money. If you want to get into something for money, I mean, you really should continue with the guitar lessons, these sort of things. That's going to be way more cool. But if you love drawing and you love comics, then you should do it. But don't worry about cash.
Well, just want to thank you.
Why, thank you. This was the best interview I've ever done.
Really?
Honestly. Today, anyway.
Well, thank you.